That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, sir.
Back to throw. Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go. Good.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Hey, 11. All right.
Here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris from 19 yards away. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, Alfred.
On the give, it's Warren. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Extend. Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Nelson, here we go, son. Right.
A handoff for Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Why not? Alpha.
Fields now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Press, punch right. Here we go. Alpha, let's go. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Easy. Right.
Now a run with Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He's got this to Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Mayfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Open man, it's Palmer. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mayfield now. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Extend. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. They'll run it. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Mayday. Chip slip. Delta. Hey, Ken. Hey.
Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
Angel.
Here's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 23-yard run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Point it right.
Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A run up the middle with Irving. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. This one taken in by Otten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's Mayfield. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4th down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point.